Yo, hello guys. So today I'm going to share my opinion on this mid-season MVP packs back to the clubs. Alright, a nominating contract. Okay, so we have a couple of 5-star pack here. I think this pack is better than the previous one, the Golden Boys one, because that one has too many 5-star players. So a bit tough to choose from. But this one, since we have only 3 for 5-star, and since 5-star contract is a bit rare, so you probably want to choose one, right? So Pedri and Gabriel Jesus here is a very good player. Jesus, a goal poacher, very fast. Okay, it's very good. Standard form though. Pedri, very good player, unwavering form, with one-touch pass-through passing. Kind of player that you want as a AMF. He does have double touch. It's very good. A lot of players have a good experience with him. So you probably already have them already. Usually Pedri and Jesus. The thing is because they are ambassadors. I mean the clubs, Barca and Arsenal here. So they have a lot of promo cards. So you probably have them already, so probably won't go for them, right? So I think the best one is the 5-star here. If you're a new player, I will also still suggest getting Kvaratskhelia here, because they will probably have added more cards in the future. But I mean, Napoli also a partner, I think. But I probably prefer to go for Kvaratskhelia here instead of Pedri and Jesus. I mean, these two are a very good card, so you won't go wrong if you want to go for them. But they will have more promo cards in the future. Maybe if you want to go for Jesus. Pedri, I think usually will have a decent card for him, but Jesus probably not. So probably go for Jesus. But they are a good card. And then we have a 4-star here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so from these 4, you probably have 1 or 2 nominating contract for 4-star. I think this 3 is very good card. This 3 is very good card. These 2 are whole players, so you might want to choose either one of them, or probably can go for both of them, because Deulofeu here has super sub, so maybe you can play Trossard in the first half, then Deulofeu in the second half. But if you want to choose one, then I probably go for Deulofeu for the super sub. Their stats is almost the same, but Trossard has better finishing. Okay, 75 with Deulofeu 70. But Deulofeu, the stat distribution is more balanced. He does have a pinpoint crossing and double touch, so you can play on the wing. So very good card to have in my opinion, because he has super sub, so you can play someone else in the first half. With Trossard, because he does not have super sub and standard form, so a bit tough to put in your team unless you have like a specific team that you want to build. He has Marcel turn instead of double touch, but he does have cut behind and turn, so that's fake shot, so good enough. But the skills is more about shooting here. So yeah, I've used him in previous past, so he's good in the silver team. But for your main team, there are better players. Decent enough card. I mean, the stat is almost the same as Deulofeu. The Deulofeu has the advantage of being able to play on the wing with that pinpoint crossing, and then he has super sub and he has double touch. Yeah, so that's the advantage of Deulofeu. So if you want to go, I will go for Deulofeu. And then Trippier here, I have his play of the week card. I've used him a lot. Very good player. For fullback who want to cross the ball, usually you want to go for those who have high base for the curl stats. Okay, here he has 80. The base you can make, meaning that you do not have to spend stats on the finishing stats. So you do not have to waste those stats there, because the base is already high. I mean, 80 is good enough. And then lofted pass is 83. Maybe you can just increase it a bit. Maybe you just use like 4 to make it 87. You can go all the way to 90. It's up to you. Dribbling is decent enough with 68, 69 there. Can go to 70 plus. Defensive awareness is decent enough. Almost 70 here, low 70. So maybe you can plus 4 there. So that make it, you know, defensive engagement 76. So good enough, I think. Usually for fullback, you want to be around 70 plus. All right. Speed, because usually you want to focus more a bit on speed. Because my play of the week cards is, I think, is around low 80. So I prefer him to be a little bit faster. So maybe you can focus on the speed here. So I think this card will be better than the player of the week card because you can focus on the speed a little bit. I mean, that card is already good. So I think this card will be even better with a little bit higher speed. I just need a little bit more speed there. Yeah, very good card, Unwavering. So if you only have one 4-star nominating contract, if you do not have Trippier yet, I probably suggest Trippier instead of the other 4. But if you already have a good fullback that you do not want to replace, then we'll go for either of these two. Yeah, a very good card to have for a sub nonetheless, or a reserve. And then we have Nico Williams here. Nico Williams here is interesting because he's fast. Base speed is already 89. So yeah, standard form. He does not have pinpoint crossing. That's the main issue here for a winger who should be able to cross the ball instead of finishing here. Yeah, I think this card is not that good but interesting. A unique card to have. Double touch, Marcelton. He's a dribbler. 80 dribbling, 89 speed. Yeah. Low pass and finishing is 60 plus. So I think you can only pick one to be very good at. I think better to go for finishing maybe. Yeah, cut inside and shoot. Yeah, but I think it's a unique card, fun one to use. I probably will go for Nico Williams because I already have Trippier. Probably go with him. Maybe Delafeu instead of Trossard. Because I want to play with different kind of players. It's getting quite boring already. But the thing is, in this pack, we have the better whole player in my opinion. So yeah, probably you go for Nico Williams, then you go for Xavi Simon for whole player instead of Delafeu and Trossard. Okay, so because Xavi Simon here, he has decent stats already. Dribbling almost 80. Low pass is good enough, 70 plus. Finishing almost 70 there. I think this is one of the best 3-star card. In my opinion, 79 rated. Where speed is decent, so you probably can get the speed, acceleration, kicking power, balance, dribblings, low pass to 80, and then finishing is 70. Good enough in my opinion. For whole player there, MF with double touch, Martial turn, one touch pass, no look pass, so you can play ping pong passing with this card. The standard form though, that's the only downside. But a 3-star card, man. What more do you expect? This is a very good 3-star card. If they create event for 3-star card, I think this will be the best card for 3-star players. Xavi Simons, he's a bit short there, 168, so will be very nice to dribble with him. And then we'll have Quentin Timber. If you already have Julian Timber from the previous one, the Golden Boy, so you might probably want to have him too. Play both twins in, having a one-touch pass, through passing, double touch. Yeah, probably one of the play that you want if you want to play ping pong passing, box to box. I mean, he's decent enough. The defensive stat is almost 70. Dribbling is decent enough. Speed, yeah, so speed and dribbling is 80 already if you upgrade. The only downside here is the finishing is a bit low, but it's okay. I think he can focus more on being a passer instead, because he does have a one-touch pass and through passing. They're a very good card to have. Oh no, not yet. I will get him actually, because out of these 4 3-star, Xavi Simon is the best. He is the second one. I have 6 nominating contract for the 3-star, so I will get both of them. Scalvini here, even though his stat is quite decent, have decent height. The only downside is play skills only aerial superiority, so yeah, probably won't be used by anyone. Sotoka, Florian, right? Florian Sotoka. His stats is decent for goal poacher, 70 finishing, 70 heading, speed is decent too, so that all of that can be 80. So the ball control, that dribbling is going to be a typical goal poacher in the 70 plus. So a typical goal poacher, good enough. Heading, acrobatic finishing, first time shot. Yeah. The type of goal poacher you give a true pass to and give a cross to. Yeah, that the kind of you pass a normal pass to him because he does not have one touch pass. Decent enough, but there's too many good goal poacher, so probably unless you're a fan of him. So I will say this is a win, these two, but I probably should go for Kvaratskhelia because of the rareness of the nominating contract. And then for this 4, go for Trippier if you do not have good fullback yet. I prefer Trippier compared to Trent because Trent is a cross specialist, so it's a bit conservative in the forward run. So Trippier is better in my opinion if you want more aggressive forward runs. Delafield, the better one, having super sub. Nico Williams is a unique one, so if you only have one 4-star contract, probably go for him if you want to play a bit more flexible, you want to play different kind of players. But if you just want to focus on one team, then Delafield will be the better one. Xavi Simon is an interesting card, whole player 3-star, the best one. If you can see here, 79 rated, right? The same as with the 5-star, so this is a very good card. And then Quentin Timber is decent enough to put in your reserve. Okay, so that's it for this pack. We'll have the club icon one next one. I think like this one has 5 players, 5 players for the 5-star nominating contract, so a bit tough to pick one. So I would say most players will go for Declan Rice. I mean, Declan Rice is good. It's very good. Can play as a center back too. It's very solid destroyer. Standard form though, but good enough. So if you want to pick one from this, I would suggest go for him. Unless you're a fan of the other 4. I mean, these guys are decent. These guys are decent. Can get the job done. Aspas is nice to have, very fast goal poacher. And can play wing too. And then Berardi, very good crosser if you want a prolific winger who can cross with that one touch pass through passing, pinpoint crossing. I think the only downside of him is because of the standard form and also not being able to play as an AMF. If he can play as AMF, I think he'll be a bit more flexible so that it can be at least as a sub. But here, yeah, very good crosser if you like to play crossing, like to play 4-4-2. So yeah, I can play that as a right mid there, maybe with offensive instruction on him, cross the ball. So good to have him. Rakitic here is a very good box to box with one touch pass through passing. Can play on the right with pinpoint crossing with double touch. Yeah, this is a good card. The only downside here, he is slow and he is quite big actually in game. Even though 184 cm only, it's quite big. So unwavering form is good, but he's slow. That's the main thing. Jonathan Tahir. It's a very good card. This is a very good center back because he's tall, but he's quite fast compared to the other tall center back with 70 speed already. Usually a tall center back, usually the base stats is in the 60s. Yeah, but the ball control is a bit low in my opinion. You have to spend 7 stats there to get the ball control to 70. Nowadays, you need ball control 70 for center back. If you have less, you're going to lose the ball easily. It's so clunky to dribble with. Low pass good enough, 67. I think it should be 67, 66, the lowest, so that we only spend 4 stats, 4 points for the ball control and low pass. I think the passing and the dribbling and the ball control needs to be 70 at least. Heading is good, 80. Yeah, good defender, but bit risky. So I'll probably say Declan Rice is the best one. You can see that ball control already 72, low pass 80. Yeah. So you can focus on the defensive awareness and the physical contact, which also increase the jumping and the heading. Weighted pass, low off the pass, man marking, interception, sliding. I mean, yeah, if you play him as a DM, it's good, but you can play him as a center back in a 3 center back setup. So like a ball playing center back with that weighted pass and low lofted pass and decent lofted pass stats. So yeah, go for him instead. So I will go for him and then Kvaratskhelia. I need to get one more nominating contract though. I think should be able to get from the match pass, right? And then the 4-star, we only have one. Muniain here. He's decent. He's a decent creative playmaker who play on the wing with double touch, through passing, pinpoint crossing. So I think this is a better card in my opinion compared to Berardi. Yeah, compared to Berardi here. Because at least he can play both sides. Left and right. I mean, Berardi can play left wing, right? He can play left wing. But Monet here at least can play in the middle. A bit more flexible. Unwavering form too. Almost the same as Berardi. Berardi, speed is almost the same too. I thought it's faster. Yeah, maybe this is club icon, so maybe if you're a fan, if you're supporting the team. And then Buffon here, I've used the base Buffon before. He makes a lot of mistakes, so I do not suggest getting him. I mean, it's a legend, so it's a nice card. It's a nice looking card, this one actually. Club icons there. Yeah, the design is very nice. Jonjo Shelvey. The main problem with this card is the player skill. Yeah. The stats, I mean, it's decent. He can be a decent player. A 3-star card. But the player skills here, nothing for the defensive skills and nothing for passing skills. At least you have low lofted pass, but probably won't use that much with a box to box. If it's a anchorman or orchestrator, maybe. But for a box to box, you want a one touch pass or true passing. Yeah, so it's not a good card. It's I mean, it's Jonjo Shelvey. He's a shooter, unwavering form. Yeah, if you're building a Newcastle team, it'd be nice to have him in the team. Coleman is a very good fullback. It's a solid fullback. Pinpoint crossing, interception, sliding tackle, acrobatic clearance, captaincy, fighting spirit. Yeah. Curl is very low though, 63 there, the base curl. So yeah. Alex Grimaldo from the play of the week is better. For the right back here, Trippier. Go for Trippier. Dante is very slow. Do not go for him. Do not go for him, man. It's very slow. Alright. If you like an Afro dude in your team, if you're making an Afro team, yeah, you can get him. Nuno Siqueira. Defensive fullback with pinpoint crossing, low lofted pass, sliding tackle, unwavering. Yeah, I think this card is not that bad. I think this is decent. I mean, 3-star nominating contract. Yeah, you can get him if you want. I mean, the curl is nice enough, 74. Dribbling is decent enough. Low 70, low pass, lofted pass 70. Yeah. This is a decent card. So I would say Nuno here is good. Coleman is good. Muniain is decent. For this one, I recommend Rice. Okay, this is decent. If you already have Rice, you probably want to go for these other 4 if you like them. But if you do not like them, then don't go for them. If you're looking for someone good in the game, yeah, there are better players. All right, so that's it. Let me know in the comment section who you will go for in this club icons and mid-season MVPs. And with that, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.